Yo, what's up guys? How you guys doing? What is going on today in the world of Arsenal today? Arsenal latest transfer news, latest update as of today, the 12th of July 2025. Let's get into it. So officially we have completed 3 days, but how far we can complete more? How many more are we going to complete before the end of the transfer window? It's still widely open, of course. There's still a lot of days to the end of the window. So who are we currently working on? Of course, there are a lot of dream targets for Arsenal fans, the board, and the stars of Arsenal, and they are the realistic ones. Now one that I've been working on for long, but it's just looking complicated. But we know a resolution will be reached at last. It is the deal for Viktor Gyokores. Of course, it's our most important deal of this summer transfer window, because right now this is a season defining transfer. Because if we don't get it right, or we don't get eventually a striker, then our season apparently can be as much as divine already. So that is why it is very important for us to get a striker. So, but what is the latest as regards his own future with his football club? Because right now Arsenal are still in talks for a signature with his football club. Now he has now officially gone on strike. He was supposed to resume training with his club Sporting Lisbon yesterday, but he informed through his agent, informed the club, look, I'm not going to return to your club until you go back to the agreement and let me go to Arsenal. And also he personally texted the president and maybe other executives of Sporting to inform them again, look, I am not returning back to Sporting, because you understand Sporting officially communicated to him that he must report today. But he has communicated to them that, look, I am not reporting back until transfer deal with Arsenal is done, because I will not return playing back again for this football club. Now this situation getting more tense. It was close to a resolution. The delegate led by Arsenal sporting director left for Portugal last week. They were able to unblock that impasse that was a serious one, tension, since we're moving up until Sporting Lisbon president insisted that Arsenal must pay an extra fee, even with the fact that Arsenal have gone over the agreement. Now let me tell you the truth, Sporting and the player agreed 60 million, right? You remember I've been telling you guys all this, Fabrizio has been reporting it. Now Arsenal offered 65. Now Sporting wants something close to 80. That's where the issue is. So you all always kind of the rumor of, oh, it's always 5 million. When I sit in the conversation, I just reply briefly. I don't want to be arguing with anybody. 5 million is not what Arsenal is 5 million is not what Arsenal is looking for, that they don't have to pay. But it's because they have budgets. I think I've explained it to our people on Facebook. I think I've explained that already. They have a budget they're working with. They have a lot of targets they want to get in. Just like when you go to market and you get something so expensive and you're able to cover all that stuff that you ought to get to do something. That's a failed shopping, right? So Arsenal don't want to have a failed window. That is why they're taking their time. You understand? It's not, they're not saying that we need to get a striker quickly. But guys, the good news now is that with this resolution from Viktor Gyokores, Sporting are now, according to sources, they're now feeling that they need to resolve this issue as soon as possible. So they might be willing to come down on their stance and maybe agree a deal with Arsenal very soon. They are optimistic that will be done, and let's see how this one's going to develop from here. This is the update on Viktor Gyokores. The deal is still there. Arsenal have not backed out. Arsenal are still very interested. The players still very interested. All needed now is that with this situation now and the current stance of Viktor Gyokores himself, not returning back to Sporting, keeping to his word that he's not going to play a game. Now Sporting are now beginning to realize that, look, we need to resolve this issue amicably. Let's see how they will resolve this and how the situation develops. We're going to keep you guys up to date on this one. Now before we go, our potential new signing Noni Madueke is set to undergo medical this weekend, and we are even hearing it might be today, because yesterday he has been given permission to leave Chelsea camp in USA with Club World Cup ongoing. Now is set to undergo medical with Arsenal. Yes guys, this is the update on Noni Madueke. And also on Fabrizio Eze, Arsenal are exploring how to approach Crystal Palace for their talisman. Of course, they have a situation currently with UEFA, their qualification for UEFA Europa League and stuff. So Arsenal probably taking time, be cautious of how to approach them, because we are hearing Steve Parish they want to listen to any offer except the release clause of the player. Now let's see how this one will develop, guys. I'm going to give you guys correct, legit and updated information as always here on this page, Arsenal Roundup. So we'll see you all now in this video. Until then, we is out.